On the news tonight, West African Examination Council commences its maiden computer-based examination. Plus, in the face of growing concerns over security and human rights violation, law enforcement officers in Ondo State undergo training on effective policing. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. My name is Fatima Hassan and here are the news in details. Nigeria's journey of migration from pen to computer is gaining ground as the West African Examination Council WAEC commences its maiden computer-based examination. Zinwe Digmun report that the Minister of Education, Dr. Alawusa, while monitoring the examination, commended WAEC for keying into the federal government reform, ensuring the nation reads off examination malpractice through upscaling standards. He further notes that bearing in mind the persistent challenges plaguing the sector, the federal government will remain resilient in reversing the tide. With the involving diverse dimension being employed by criminals to perpetrate frauds in the country, the law enforcement agency are equally brazen up and moving ahead of the criminals in the act. This is as the federal government unveils a database of already fortified assets illicitly acquired by criminals in the country. Olabode Arewa reports.
The seriousness of the matter and the desire to address it is evident on their faces. This is because the negative effects of corruption and the resultant illicit acquisition of assets by corrupt officials has become an issue of concern to the government.
Corruption weakens our institution, erodes trust in governance, and deprives our people of the service and opportunities they deserve.
Data from the Federal Ministry of Justice says that at least 248 billion naira was recovered from illicit sources in 2024 alone, requiring an effective model of managing them.
In this digital age, financial crimes are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Our approach to asset recovery must evolve to match these advancements. We must invest in AI-driven forensic accounting tools.
The enactment of POCA and its accompanying regulations has greatly enhanced NDLEA's capacity to trace, seize, and forfeit illicit funds and assets.
This necessitated the compilation of the database of forfeited assets, backed up by the process of crime regulations of 2024.
Huge amounts of Nigeria's wealth left the country under the cover of night. We have been a cooperative partner in recovering stolen assets and returning them to Nigeria in the light of day.
With international cooperation as necessary ingredients to combating fraudulent financial deals, Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice is confident that the federal government will ensure the war against graft is comprehensively won. In Abuja, Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
The federal government is scaling up national programs to expand eye health care services across the country and implement sustainable strategies to ensure equitable access to quality eye care services in alignment with the goals of universal health coverage. This initiative is a key agenda item at the National Eye Health Coordination meeting of the National Eye Health Program in Abuja. Olusheye Adiagbo Azmo.
Vision loss and eye diseases are global health problems, and Nigeria's National Blindness and Visual Impairment Survey reveals that more than 1.6 million people are visually impaired or blind. To address this, Nigeria has implemented several strategic initiatives, including the integration of eye care into primary health care services, development of human resources through professional training, and active community engagement.
Recently, federal government has gone beyond eye alone to include the ear and the other sensory organs as a package. So we are expanding the scope.
This meeting themed strengthening leadership, strategic collaboration, partnership and progress towards improved eye health outcomes in Nigeria is the fourth in its series.
We have trained primary healthcare workers all over the nation. We are grateful to Mr. President for approving this initiative that has enabled us to bring eye health closer to those people. Now we have done 15 states. In this meeting, we are going to review what we have done, how we did it and see how we are going to improve on this initiative to be able to serve Nigerians better.
The training we get here, it's a training for our states. This is something we need to take down, use the opportunity to see that the citizens, the populace in our individual states get the best of eye care.
The collective commitment to ensure that every Nigerian has access to quality eye care, regardless of location, reflects a strong dedication to achieving both national and global health goals and building a healthier future. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, Nta News.
In the face of growing concerns over security and human rights violations, law enforcement officers in Ondo State have been trained on best practices that balance effective policing with respect for human dignity. The capacity building workshop organized by the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps aimed at equipping officers with the tools to address security challenges without undermining public trust or civil liberties. Abdulkarim Ahmed reports.
Amid growing concerns over kidnappings, banditry, and crimes in Ondo State, law enforcement officers gathered at this capacity building workshop aimed at reinforcing professionalism, human rights, and accountability in security operations. The workshop, with the theme Building a Culture of Right and Responsibility, brought together personnel from the Nigeria Police Force, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC), the Amotekun Corps, and other agencies forming the state's Joint Task Force on Security.
Is a deliberate step towards deepening our professionalism and realigning our operations with the core values of ethics, equity, and empathy.
We must see to it that our personnel respect human rights of the citizens.
Ondo State government emphasized the need for government to translate the outcomes of the workshop into practical policies.
There must be a take home from whatever we do. Like from today till the end, there must be a lot of understanding, and all these things will be collated together. And in a way, if it's going to be in policy making, it will be added. And if there's a need to change the law, it will be proposed to the assembly.
This is Yusuf Odunayo, an officer with the NSCDC, who said the workshop has broadened his understanding of right-based policing and would influence how he engages the public going forward.
I've learned, that it's very important for me to be able to build strong emotional intelligence.
The workshop featured presentation of certificates to participants. In Akure, Abdulkarim Ahmed, NTA News.
You're watching Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081 034 94152, 080 385 79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergents makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergents makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergents, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. More civil society organizations are looking inward to incorporate related social agenda paradigm intended to reduce poverty and provide a life of dignity for all citizens. At a meeting to implement the Project Act, Niger organized by African Network for Environment and Economic Justice is to highlight the overall objective, which is to improve inclusivity of the social protection system in Nigeria. Ilyasu Ali Yakubu reports.
Nigeria's social protection system is aimed at providing a safety net for its citizens, particularly the vulnerable, through a mix of policies and programs. The system includes social insurance scheme, social assistance program, and traditional family and community support. While efforts are underway to expand coverage, significant challenges, including limited reach and inadequate funding, remain. Based on these impending challenges, the civil society organizations, led by African Network for Environment and Economic Justice, ANEJ, have been strategizing to provide succor for the less privileged Nigerians. This meeting is to further strengthen the advocacy for the full implementation of the social protection system in Nigeria. ANEJ project manager Leo Ataku is optimistic that with the maximum support the project has been enjoying from both local and international communities, the success of the project is assured.
ACT Nigeria is also to support multi-level advocacy for policy and legislative reforms. It is to enable evidence-based monitoring and feedback.
And by the project, we will also have created some connections, some additional connections, some additional opportunity to implement what we've learned also in other states.
The project is already been fully implemented in 5 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In Abuja, Ilyasu Aliyakubu, NTA News.
Standards Organization of Nigeria has warned it will not condone substandards by manufacturers, urging them to adhere strictly to quality in the production of goods to conform with local and international best practices. This was the message at the presentation of Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program certificates to manufacturers in Ibadan. Lukman Hassan has more.
To continue promoting consumer safety and satisfaction, Standard Organization of Nigeria believes that producers must adhere to product standards. The Oyo State Coordinator Standard Organization of Nigeria, Akobi Eitayo, noted that before the agency satisfies any product, such must be tested in any of the about 56 laboratories of the agency nationwide. The Standard Organization of Nigeria therefore called on producers to see to it that despite them passing the mandatory conformity assessment program, they will continue to periodically test their products to ensure that they do not deviate from the minimum agreed standard of their products.
One cap to the company, we inspect the company on a quarterly basis and make sure they are still adhering to the requirement of the standard. Your products are certified to Nigerian industrial standard. Once it's certified to the other, that means it's fit for use in the country.
We want Nigeria to get value for their money, and we don't want the country to become a dumping ground within or from within or from outside.
Manufacturers of various products noted that they will not relent in ensuring that consumers get the maximum benefit from their products.
All the companies that are supposed to be registered under the SON for MANCAP certification to do so, because it actually helps the quality and the marketability of a product.
Advise small-scale business people to allow SON to go into their product, because why? It will help them.
We maintain our dignity. We maintain the quality of our products. We will not disappoint SON.
The Oyo State Standard Organization of Nigeria presented the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program MANCAP certificate to 44 manufacturers whose products have been confirmed and tested to be okay for both local and international consumers. In Ibadan, Lukman Hassan, NTA News.
The long-awaited National Executive Committee meeting of the People's Democratic Party has ended in Abuja with a 10-point communique. Correspondent Timothy Yusuf reported that the NEC meeting is the 99th in the series. His report.
It's been no doubt a much-awaited National Executive Committee meeting of the PDP, expected to resolve all of the party's recent challenges, from internal leadership tussle to recent gale of defection. NEC observed that the successful convening of the 99th NEC meeting clearly shows the party's unity and focus despite the challenges.
We are resolute
we will not abandon the mandate.
We must open our hearts to forgive, to dialogue, and to rebuild trust.
At the end of the meeting, the leadership of the PDP disclosed that pursuant to the provisions of the PDP constitution, NEC received and ratified the composition of the Committee on the National Convention and approved the conduct of the National Convention on Thursday, 28th to Saturday, 30th of August 2025. NEC equally received and ratified the composition of the Committee on the Zoning of National Offices ahead of the National Convention. NEC also received the resolution of the Southeast Zonal Executive with regard to the issue of the National Secretary of the party and resolved to consider the resolution of the Southeast Zonal Executive at the next NEC meeting scheduled to hold on Monday, 30th of June 2025.
People are outside there waiting for this opportunity to see whether we are able to surmount all these problems that are self-inflicted and somehow engineered from some quarters.
NEC reassures Nigerians that the PDP remains strong, resilient, united, and determined now more than ever before in leading the charge to returning to the nation's leadership come 2027. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
That's all we have for you tonight on our English update. Stay tuned for our Yoruba caster, Adito Ishe Adibinru. Good night.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh, yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.